not just the impact that you've made, but the impact that you want to make, and even just coming up in what's really still a male-dominated industry, laying down the cement of your foundation there, and just continuing to not just grow, but continue to thrive. And I think what I get so excited about is, just so much of my view is changing because, now it's not just my wife and I, but it's, my wife and I and my daughter.
Right.
And it's so when I see people out there and they're kicking these doors down, because that's what I see.
Yeah.
I see you kicking these doors down, and I'm just like, wow, you know what? My daughter's gonna be able to, see Kathryn. She's gonna be able to hug her. Just all of these images that you just hope and pray that your kid has.
Right.
And so just knowing that's also a legacy you're creating. What does that mean?
I've never thought about it that way because I think I shared with you before, my husband and I decided not to have kids about 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never really thought about things in a legacy format. Mm-hmm. But that is so important to me to think about, that I could have an influence on your daughter, any other daughter or son out there.
Yeah.
I just have never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
I guess I'm so focused on areas that I can improve in, and ways that I can better myself. I never thought like, oh, I'm a thought leader and I'm impacting people's lives. I'm just more, I guess, humble, and maybe I need to own a little bit more of what I have, I can do and how I can influence people. But that's powerful. And I've always been encouraged, like I said, with my parents, that it was never, you're a girl, so you shouldn't do this, or, you can't go into this industry. And my dad worked for Delta for 40 some odd years. My mom was a homemaker. Mm-hmm. So, it was a pretty traditional household, but it wasn't, I was never told that I couldn't do anything. And so I think that's where it really starts. And the fact that you encourage your daughter and other people encourage their children to say, you can do literally whatever you want. It's not going to be easy, but you have the capacity if you really want it.
The only reason, I had brought up the legacy point is because just even from a distance, as I'm raising my daughter, I can still point to you, because when I'm looking at LinkedIn and I'm looking at Facebook and I'm like, holy crap, like, she's doing a ton. And these are, I'm so aware of just what I say to my daughter, and I'm just aware to the point of I might hold back or refrain from speaking, or saying a certain thing because I don't want to discourage her,
Right.
But the fact that I am able to say, okay, you can look at all of these women who blaze trails, and you don't just inspire her. You inspire me too. You know what I'm saying? And so, just being able to be able to point and say, look, you anything that you want, it's possible, it's achievable.